Silent Giant Entertainment.
Okay, now we're really ready, E-Dub. E-Dub, you hit that button. We ready to go? Okay, up close and personal. Now, how do I introduce you? T, Dat Boi T, what's...
Dat Boi T, Screwed Up Essay, Young
so
Saviola, Blue Diamond Phillips, any of those.
I think between you and Luck, who's got the most aliases? Who's on the run the most?
Oh, man, we come up with new ones every time. We switch them out.
Hey, so I gotta tell you the story. Part of the reason I'm late is because I was running around the house because E-Dub's been like, you need to sport your grill, because Paul made me this sick Pocos PeroLocos grill back in the day, like a decade ago, maybe even over a decade ago now, maybe a decade and a half ago. And now my little son, he goes around, this is rusty. Why you gotta? No, it is though. No, you're not joking. It is a little rusted out. It is. It's not.
You gotta take them in and get them shined up every now.
Oh, okay. So you'll have to tell me where to go. Okay. So, anyways, my little deuce, he runs around and he puts them in his mouth. My grill, right? And so, like, I couldn't find it because it was like hide and go seek with the Tupac mask somewhere. But I was really sad. I was going to find him. Then I gave up because I thought about it. Even if I tried to sport them, my wisdom teeth were pulled since I got him. So. They do jank on my mouth, so you're gonna have to show me, put me onto a new good grill.
Okay, definitely. We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, because I'm so happy that the shine and the gold is just back in effect.
I'm just trying to keep up with you.
Hey, whatever. All right, let's talk about this because you have been putting in work forever. I mean, God, I was trying to count the amount of albums you've put out, like in my head, and I couldn't. But you probably know how many albums you got out there with all the mixtapes.
We were just discussing this. I think it's up to maybe around 30 now. But it's all different projects, mixtapes, albums, EPs. A lot of. I'm from Houston, so we do a lot of. We'll put out an album and then we'll put out the slow version of it. The DJ Screw.
You're from Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
A lot of people don't they can't tell.
Are you kidding, T? Please tell me, because let's speak on it. Because not only are you from Houston, I mean, you truly the Screwed Up Essay. You're down with the original movement,
right?
And actually stamped by the original movement. Right. And do you want to? Can you speak on that a little bit for the not knowers?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of grew up in the era as all this was really going on,
as a fan.
Yeah, first. As a fan, I was a little kid, and I tell man, we used to ride the bus and just that's when Walkmans were actually you put in the tape and you click play.
You had the little fuzzy things on your ear set.
After it's done, you got to rewind it and sit there and wait for it to rewind. And, we were listening to these tapes and that DJ Screw was making, they call them screw tapes. And people were on the bus, and every day we would, well, not every day, but, we would come man, I got this new one. This one has this song. And somebody else would come, man, I got this one. It got these two people freestyling on it. And because they were just mixes, but they had everything. Like DJ Screw really put my ear open to this whole West Coast sound, because he incorporated that in a lot of his music. All his tapes were a mix of the East Coast, the West Coast, and the South, of everything. You would hear Tupac, you would hear Biggie, you would hear 8 Ball, you would hear Outkast, you would hear Too Short, Snoop, Dre, Nate Dogg, everybody, and it opened up Houston's ears to a lot outside of Houston, besides what was going on in our neighborhood and what our neighbors or our homies were listening to.
Mm-hmm.
So
then how did you link up with the camp originally to be now you're the official Screwed Up Essay.
Right. I'm certified.
Yeah.
But I met DJ Screw's brother Aldi, and he's kind of from we're kind of in the same area where we're from, and he had love with all the Mexicans. And growing up, I grew up in the Mexican neighborhood, but right across the neighborhood was the all black neighborhood. And I grew up having a lot of black friends, and sometimes being the only Mexican in the group. And then I would go back to all my Mexican friends, and it'd be all of us. So it was never really divided, or everybody got along with everybody. It was all love. That's why they called us Essays. That's why we got that name Essay, because they would be like, hey, what's up, Essay? And it kind of just stuck. And, DJ Screw, worked with everybody. He did South Park Mexicans album. And that's why I said, it's all about love. Down there, everybody works with everybody. Everybody comes together to just put out music. Everybody's so independent that, we have to work with other independent artists, and you know, it all just works out as far as, you know, cross promoting and putting out to each other's audience and having different people listen to your stuff.
Well, and just the screwed up movement in general, you
right?
know, that a lot of people don't know about, and the feeling like, you know, I trip out when, you know, we call them the culture vultures, E-Dub and I, when people try and come in off of a lifestyle and a culture that somebody lives. And that's what Screw's brother saw in you, was you were really about that lifestyle. That way you bled it. You bled it like what you sipping on, bled it.
Right, exactly.
But it's not even just about that component of it or the drink component of it. I love when the culture vultures come in and they think, okay, let me just slow down this song, and it's chopped and screwed. This is what they're doing. But the one cool thing that actually some of that I really feel like was dope for me personally was there was a few phone calls we had with Los in the pen, and we'd be going over some songs, and he'd just take them to the point with us where he'd get it there, and he's like, he was waiting for me or Dub to say, right there, I see where it is. And it's just like a feeling you get. It's not just about the song being slowed down. There's just, it almost like takes over your body. Well, how do you feel though about the fact that it's like, but this is like your lifestyle, your culture, you guys live. How do you feel about the pop culture element of
I mean, a lot of people don't even understand it. Like, some people came into it and just kind of see it from the outside, you know, looking in. They kind of seen they you know, it's about the syrup, it's about the slabs, it's about this and that, but they don't really know the history. Like, a lot of people don't know that, you know, screwed and chopped music comes from a guy named DJ Screw, and DJ Screw is actually a person. Like, they think, you know, screwed and chopped is just a type of music, but it actually came from a person that created that, you know, genre of music. And, you know, people like Drake, people like A$AP Rocky, are influenced by that. And I mean, I feel, you know, DJ Screw said he was going to screw up the world, and that's what he did. Like, he just put everybody on it, and everybody fell in love with it. And like, especially now to this day, you know, 2015 and beyond, like, people are going to still be, you know, using that type of music or incorporating it in the music that they're making, just because Houston is its own culture, and we had, you know, all these different elements that make us, you know, who we are, and, you know, the whole down south, and, you know, just representing. But I mean, it's just like the West Coast. The West Coast has their own culture. But I mean, like I said, I like to work with everybody and, you know, bring everybody's culture together and, you know, just represent together.
What's the ultimate goal for Dat Boi T? Like, what's the move?
I mean, the move is from, you know, to a point where it's going to be something long term that I could, you know, establish businesses and, you know, different types of things to make it better for the, you know, the next generation and the younger audience and fans that are listening to the music and, you know, hearing what it's representing. But I'm really big on, you know, like, unity, bringing people together. Like, every time I come out here, I reach out to King Lil G. Like, bro, you know,
I know you keep it tight with Cap G too.
Yeah, Cap G's from Atlanta.
He's ridiculous. I love that kid.
And I just, you know, I like to have them relationships to where, you know, if I'm out here, it's love. You come to my city, it's love. And, you know, let's just show people that we can work together, and it don't have to be, you know, about where I'm from or where you're from or what color we are or what we represent, anything. Like, you know, let's just keep it moving and representing for the people. Okay, so you, Cap G, you guys definitely making major noise right now. Two of the next, name them. There's a group that I've been doing a lot of stuff with out of Dallas. And every time I come out there, like, they're doing shows, they're inviting me to shows. We did a tour. The tour we did with Cap G and Chingo, they hopped on the tour and came with us and represented. It's a group called the High Rollers, and it's a guy named Accomplice and another one named Word Life, and they got it going on in Dallas. Like, they got a real strong following. Okay, so High Rollers. Who else? Give us one more out of Texas. That's a big state. You got to have one more in your pocket. Man, I know Post Malone is doing his thing right now. He's from Dallas, too. Dallas right now, their market is crazy. Dallas is going hard. Yeah, it's going hard. They're you know, they're definitely, you know, giving Houston a run for its money. So, you know, I like to go back and forth and just, you know, vibe out with everybody and try to keep representing for the whole state. Okay, so in your travels, because you go hard too and spreading the word, who have you seen or what have you seen that you're like, this is special?
out of Texas?
I just see a lot of stuff going on right now. It's different. The Houston and Texas is definitely, you know, coming back to where it was back in like 2005 when it was real big on the map and all over these mainstream TV stations and stuff like that. Like everybody's right now coming together and, you know, making good quality music. And
isn't it amazing what Unity
working.
does?
Like
isn't it amazing?
Yeah,
what Unity and a movement does versus one individual artist trying to go.
And a lot of people don't understand that. So we got to show it to them.
Oh, and we will, baby. Pocos, PeroLocos styling. We ain't never gonna die. We've all fought too hard. Only going harder. Well, we're watching for it. You're on the top of our list. And when I say that, I don't say that with disrespect because you've been doing it for a very long time. So I'm not saying it like you're a newcomer, but you're on the top of our list as the next to go. Like, go hard. Right. So you better run hard because we're depending on you. That's my man T, what you know about it.